I just want to. I genuinely want to see what he says after
the
this.
next
after
thing
they're
they're
There's
gonna.
nothing he can say.
How is it there? But like,
What
dude,
can he say?
He hasn't owned up to anything. Realistically, he was just like, yeah, I was out of line. But the thing is, like, realistically, we all know that he was just fed up with everybody talking shit about him 24/7.
But he wasn't talking shit about him. He was talking shit about her.
No, I think that's
not the same
what's
thing.
What's gonna happen?
It's the culmination of him being mocked because of the situations he's been in.
The next thing's gonna happen.
May God bless
The Unqualified Gurus podcast. I am Oscar, and this is Danny. I am Oscar.
The struggle does not rub me wrong. Like, I don't miss.
Hi, guys. My name is Ricardo Maldonado. Y'all might know me as Rick. And unfortunately, I just hijacked the show. Welcome
To what?
To what, bro?
to the Qualified Gurus. Oh, wait, Adrian's not here. The Unqualified Gurus.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately,
Ricardo is still here. He never left the couch.
My pillow and my colcha's right there. So.
yeah, he refused to leave even
Yeah.
after we asked him nicely.
He said that he's coming for Eric's title, so
Eric.
he took it seriously.
I'm coming for you, bro.
Yeah, and Tony's out, so like unfortunately, we're not gonna have him again because he left early last time.
Yeah, to our Gen Zs.
Yeah,
If we don't understand you today, the person that explains you is not here today.
Well, let's see. What does no cap mean?
Can I demonstrate it?
No, God, see, the boomer jokes already,
No
dude.
cap?
No cap.
Okay. No.
Well, welcome back, you guys. We're the Unqualified Gurus podcast. I'm Oscar. That's Danny. And Ricardo,
Welcome back.
Thank you for being back. He was a short notice. I was like how witty he is. He's so quick. Every time we talk mess to him, he's so good at bouncing back with us. I was like, let's just bring him back. It felt right last time.
So either you're going to get more followers or you're not going to get as much views on this week. So sorry, guys.
Well, it's not the guest they asked for. It's the guest they deserve.
Or you're welcome.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Well, it's been
a week.
Yeah, I feel like I see Rick like almost every other weekend. It's just kind of hard to be all like, oh, I did this and he did that when
you have been together.
Yeah.
So,
Unfortunately.
Any updates, Rick, from your side?
Yeah, I mean, we know it's only been a week.
Still married.
Oh, thank God.
Back in Houston, I actually started a new project. Started it today.
That's awesome.
It's an enterprise rental.
The cars?
Yeah. So we're just remodeling the inside. Kind of boring.
Yeah.
Really
well,
small.
at least you don't have to drive all the way to College Station,
Yeah.
so that's already a win.
Oh, right. That's what you were doing.
Yeah, so the workers left at 3:30, and I'm like, what is this? So I went to go see my parents, and I got there at 4, and I'm like, man, I still have all the day. When I would go to College Station, I would get home around 7:30.
Mm-hmm.
And
you're going to have to pick up a hobby or something.
Yeah.
What are you going to do with your life?
I don't know. Maybe become a podcaster.
Oh. Which one is it? Where's that? No, I don't like any of these. But
So what would be the theme of your podcast?
Well, Adrian's not active, so unfortunately, the Qualified Gurus are no longer a thing.
They used to say that they were just going to do a podcast reviewing our episodes.
I remember that. And Adrian is the dating guru.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think you'd probably do a sports thing,
Well, yeah, I haven't been active since.
Do you play any sports?
I played baseball. Mm-hmm. And then basketball.
When you invited us to play baseball?
When I would play, it's more of a league.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
he's saying he's out of your league, bro. Come on.
He's like, you guys
You're
have
not
no
good enough
space.
for that.
There's no room for you.
So it's weird here in Houston. My family's a baseball family, right? And it's not like you can go to the local park and say, I call my next in baseball. No, you have to have a team. So when I got out of high school, I've always liked soccer. I mean, I watch soccer. I'm a sports guy in general. But I bought some cleats, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to start playing. Dude, I was trash. I'm still trash, but I got one or two moves in the bag. But it was just one of those things where you can go to any local park and play soccer. Hey, I call my next, whatever.
Yeah.
Or in basketball, same thing. There's people playing, hey, y'all want to run. But baseball is like, it's a dying sport. It's a dying sport.
Really?
I mean, just put out like a Craigslist ad.
I mean,
Like, need
I think
friends.
we're fortunate here in Houston because the Astros are doing so good. But
I mean,
it's-
the little league for baseball just started this week on, when was it? Tuesday. There's traffic everywhere.
yeah.
I was about to be like, how do you know that? But
Because
the
there was
the
traffic
makes
everywhere.
sense. Yeah.
Because I remember I told Stacey, there's traffic everywhere. And it's like, yeah, there's the little league. And I'm like,
So it's cute. You run it through it. There's middle school, high school, but it's a dying sport. Like, how do I explain it? So they just made a new rule change, and they're trying to make the baseball games a lot faster now. So there's like a timer now, and there's like a countdown, and if you don't make it within those like 10 seconds, 12 seconds, whatever, then you get like a strike or well.
do you think that's because another sport is taking the attention? There's less people wanting to play professionally?
Genuinely just beat people's attention spans because everybody's always they're complaining about baseball games, how long they are.
Right.
Yeah, didn't I tell you like so
They're not-
the company we're at, we were blessed enough that they would give us sweets and stuff. So it's like, all right, we have endless drinks. All right, so I'm drunk. It's like on the 11th inning, and it's a weeknight, and I'm like, I just want to go home.
Okay.
You know, it gets to the point where it's not fun anymore. You know, imagine having like unlimited drinks and me being like, when the fuck is this thing gonna end?
So
And it's Oscar.
Yeah, so I mean, come on.
yeah, so baseball, it's hard to explain. Like, it's really fun playing it. If you've played it and you're from like a baseball family, then you enjoy the sport. Like, every little detail is just like, it's each play is critical. Each pitch is critical, right? But if you're not interested in it, then I understand that it's a really boring sport.
Me growing up, I had a friend whose dad played baseball, so sometimes I just play with him. Like, either one of us throw the ball and then we'll bats it, and that's it. And then, as you said, I never really found it pleasing to just watch it on TV. But when I went in person, I mean, it's different because the crowd and
it's really, I think it's a real hard sport to play. Like, it's easy to, oh yeah, I can bat or I can pitch it, but you see videos all the time where like there's like football players like trying to play against the softball girls and
Yeah,
they make them look really.
Danny, have you ever
silly.
been to the batting cages?
no, I've never been to.
Oh,
That's
dude,
fun.
we gotta go. Like
That's
the
fun.
batting cages is fun, and it literally, like he said, it humbles you because
Yeah,
you've got
you
like,
realize
dude,
it's hard,
Yeah,
yeah.
dude, like whenever you, we used to go with Ben all the time, and because
Rick 2.0?
yeah, he was Rick 2.0.
Shout out to Ben.
Ben's never been on here, so I don't know if we've ever talked about him like that.
I don't know.
Yeah. So, Ricardo was always like my friend who was like mostly into baseball, and then we worked at the zoo at the same time. I'm telling you, I worked like three jobs with Rick.
I think
2.
it's two.
The
zoo and foreign trade.
You came back to foreign trade. I think was I still there? No, I don't know. Well, we
In
worked
our
at
podcast.
we worked at the podcast. Yeah. We worked at the zoo together, and after he left, another guy who loved baseball drove a green Silverado. Was another like literally like
Mexican music.
yeah, like they got along. They were, imagine like another Ricardo showed up immediately after
But we
he
had
left.
never met each other, so I would make a comment and Oscar would be like, you know who also likes that? Ben.
Yeah,
And they started calling Ben.
Rick 2.0. So he's like the upgrade.
Rick 2.0.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I used to. So he was.
So I had a beef with him even though I hadn't met him. I was like, man, screw that guy. He's winning over my friend. And then I met him. I was like,
He's so
this
cool.
guy's like my brother. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, so we used to go to the batting cages often, and like it's really humbling. Like honestly, like I just go and I like going to the softballs because they're like you enjoy it more when you're hitting stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Because I'm like I'm not gonna go to the other ones. It's gonna be like swing and a miss every single time, and
Do you
it's
tell when
hard.
it's about to come out? Because like with a person, you kind of see their movement. Shoot.
Well, you see it like load up, so it's like two machines rolling at the same time, so he pushes that together.
Uh-huh.
So you see it
There's
when
like
it's
a
like
light.
falling in.
There's a light that says red.
I don't
and it
even
shows,
pay
like,
attention
green,
to that.
and it's gonna letting you know that the pitch is
Oh,
coming. But
okay.
even then, and the ones off the batting cages aren't that bad. Like you start seeing like professional, like they put the GoPros on the catchers, the ones like professional, and you just hear where the ball hits the mitt, and it's like, sas, bah, and the ball like rises, and it moves, and it's like, it's not just a ball. Like, okay, well, I'm gonna sit here, but maybe think about it.
Yeah.
I don't remember the science behind it, but it's like a ridiculous amount of ratio of how quick you have to react to say, I'm gonna swing at this ball, or I'm not gonna swing at this ball.
Right.
I think it's the same thing like whenever there's like a goalie deciding like what way is he jumping. Like it's like in fractions of seconds that you have to like literally like be like, oh, that's it.
But the ball's bigger, right?
Yeah.
So on baseball, it's not only to decide if you're gonna swing at it, it's
Actually hitting it.
actually hitting it. So just because you made the right decision and it was a good ball, doesn't mean you're gonna hit it. And even if your swing goes, so you can have your swing, and if the ball's up here, then the ball's gonna go up. Or if the ball's below, then the ball's gonna go down. It's not gonna be a hit. It's gonna be just a routine play, you know?
Yeah. We should go to the batting cages.
Let's do it.
It's gonna be
I'm down.
I love going to the batting cages. It's so
It's
much
fun.
fun.
I've never been, and I love going to.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
How did we get to this?
We were just talking about
traffic
weeks.
picking up.
You two are always together, and then I don't know how.
Well, Rick invited me to the park with his family this weekend.
Okay.
Yeah, and he was like that. They were at somewhere in Baytown. So I was
nature
like,
center. In
yeah,
Baytown.
and I was like, this is a nice park in Baytown. He sent me a video, and I'm like, that looks pretty cool. And it looks freaking awesome. Yeah, like right across the water, you see the monument, like really big.
Okay.
I asked him, hey, did you see the monument? It's like huge.
Yeah.
Is it the park at the monument or no? Not the
No,
park?
no. It's like across
It's like
the water.
across the water, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I posted a really cool video on my story. I don't know if
I
you saw.
didn't see that one. You need to tell me. Hey, check my story.
Yeah. I'm not gonna. That's weird. Huh?
Hey, shout out to my wife. She caught a fish by herself. She put the shrimp in.
Hey, where's she at? Didn't you invite her? She was here last time.
She was here last time. She's
They
here.
were like a package deal.
It's because, remember, I stayed here.
You didn't go home.
Since last Monday. So
right.
she was like, screw this. I'm going home.
And you never got her burger, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow.
Don't blame her.
So I can't go home now.
You're gonna
if
get
I don't
home
have a
to
burger.
the locks changed.
Yeah. So if I don't see y'all for another couple years, it's because I didn't bring a burger and I came to the podcast 2 weeks in a row.
Well, thank you for your hard work and dedication to
Yeah.
the podcast.
Appreciate it.
I'll
Yeah.
do it for y'all.
Drop a like for
Yeah, I forgot to mention the other day that I watched Cocaine Bear,
right.
and I wanted to touch on that because, like, because I was like, I'm gonna watch the Winnie the Pooh movie and Cocaine Bear right after, and it's just like to see which bear movie was worse. And
Bear movies.
and Cocaine Bear was good.
It was good.
It was genuinely good. I think like people was like like their idea of it was it's gonna be terrible, and it's so self-aware that it's like funny. So it's like it's
Isn't
more
it based
enjoyable.
on something true?
That's what it's a super exaggeration.
The-
Like the,
yeah,
like
yeah.
the bear ate
No, but
the cocaine and
It's a
overdosed.
story, right? I
No,
would imagine he was pretty lit after he did it, wasn't he?
no, he died immediately.
Yeah,
Instantly?
he ate a lot.
Instantly, yeah.
That's because he ate a lot.
Yeah, he like immediately OD'd. It's like it's a
Yeah.
sad story of a poor bear that like just overdosed on fucking cocaine.
I ate cocaine and I'm fine.
Whatever. Yeah. No, but honestly, I was like, dude, because the idea of it sounded so stupid. I was like, I just want it to be worse than the Winnie the
That's
Pooh
good.
movie. And I was genuinely surprised. It was really enjoyable.
Really enjoyable.
Yeah. So it's
Is it like a
unfortunately for
Tucker
the
and
Winnie-
Dale kind of movie?
Which one?
Yeah,
Tucker
something
and Dale.
like that.
Tucker and
You
Dale.
never, I never showed you Tucker and Dale. That was like my go-to, like drunk hungover movie. Like
It's
I
a
would be
great
like, "Oh, you
movie.
guys have to watch this movie. It's so good."
It's a great
can you show
movie.
like the cover of it so
Yeah.
that people can see? It's like a horror movie, but it's like a comedy.
Tucker and Dale.
Yeah, like a
I know
it's,
Chip and Dale.
it's Tucker and Dale versus evil,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
versus evil.
and
They're just people living their life, and
people start dying around them.
People start dying around them, and they think that they're like, like slasher.
I've never
like,
seen that.
Dude,
I've never
it's
heard
so
of it.
funny. It's been on Netflix for a long time. Hopefully, it's still there.
I'll look it up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. It's so good.
Is it under comedy or horror?
Probably
It's comedy, but it has like gore and stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't know what way we put, but it's definitely a comedy. It's really funny. Yeah, but yeah. So just know, like, Winnie the Pooh sucked. Cocaine Bear good. That's it. That's my review.
So gonna bring up a story, and I'm gonna bring it way back. This was, I want to say we were in high school. So we went to one of our friends' house in Katy. And you're gonna be like, "What the hell, Rick? You were there?"
Yeah.
And we were watching VHS.
Oh, the
We were
scary
like,
movie.
I wonder what this movie's about. It's like we saw like because it's a whole bunch of shorts, right? We saw the first one. I was like, well, this is dumb. Well, the second story is kind of dumb. Before we knew it, we watched the whole movie. We were just there, like
You watched the VHS movies, right?
Yeah. Which one? Oh, the action.
We were
one
watching the
called
first one,
VHS.
right?
it was the first one.
Yeah.
Because there was nothing like it, you know. It was just different.
Yeah.
But I swear, we watched the first one, and it was like, this is so dumb. Like, the second one's got to be better. And before we knew it, we had already sat, like, through a 2-hour movie of just, like, random, like...
Yeah. That's whenever you're all like, because we mentioned that there's been times that I'm like, Ricky, you were there? What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's one of the biggest ones because it was like literally we went and we stayed the night, the weekend out in Katy. Which is freaking funny.
Have you ever watched Shockma?
No one's
the
seen
killer
Shockma,
baboon.
dude.
No.
No one.
Okay,
No
I've
one.
come here and said that movie a bunch of times. If you watch Shockma, put it in the comments, and if you haven't, go watch.
Show him the cover so he knows which one to
Let's
look
go.
at.
Let's show Shockma.
Isn't the Winnie the Pooh movie, aren't they doing, like, the Teletubbies one? Or they were talking about...
Oh,
what
I
they
don't
doing?
know. Like
I think I saw somewhere online that...
the Teletubbies, like their.
It was also
IP.
supposed to be the same thing, like, the same concept. It's supposed to be, like, horror, like...
I genuinely don't know the story behind the Teletubbies, so that one's a little weirder. Look, it's about a baboon. Danny, no one's seen this movie.
I have,
Wha-
and I
hey,
am
wha-
somebody
What's the Rotten
Did you watch
Tomatoes on
it?
it?
Did you watch it here
see.
or in Mexico?
in Mexico.
It was on YouTube in Spanish.
Yeah. This was it came out in 1990. I wasn't even born. 5 out of 10.
5 out of 10, not bad.
Not
It's better than the Dragon Ball Z movie.
Yeah. A group of medical students are attacked by an aggressive laboratory animal while competing in an after-hours role-playing game at their school.
Hey, Danny, I'm thirsty. You want a beer?
I would like a beer.
Hell yeah, let's
I
go.
would like a beer.
Judy,
I mean, she's not here.
Not Ricky's wife. Can we have a beer?
She is here, everybody. She said, I need to monitor what
Like-
this fool says.
Yeah, you're the protect his future. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is called Full Contact. It's an Imperial Hazy IPA. I got it at Walmart. Danny, we owe you an apology.
Thank you. Yes,
So-
you do. Finally,
So-
he agrees.
Turns out these nuts is a
Actual
real
chocolate?
flavor. Yeah. So I went to Walmart to try to find it.
You found these nuts?
No. No, I didn't.
You set yourself up for that one.
I did. But I didn't find anything there. So I ended up just getting a beer from Walmart. So
Okay.
hopefully this is good.
It's a bad time to be a beer.
Is this what like is this like a pharaoh
It
on
looks
the
like
cover?
a cult leader.
Oh
And
yeah.
I've been told multiple times
They-
that would
they
make
have-
a great cult
They
leader.
have this beer like in a variety pack.
Yeah. So you've tried it before?
I haven't tried this one. I think I sent you a picture. I think I was in Atlanta whenever they had the variety pack.
Yep. That's a hazy IPA. I don't hate these anymore. Back in the day, I'd be like, ew, gross. What the fuck, bro? Now they're cool.
That's not bad.
What do you think?
I guess time for a big gulp.
Let's go.
He watches the podcast. Wow.
Didn't I tell you he texted me after you scammed me?
Oh, I didn't scam you. I encouraged you. Right before this episode started, Judy was saying how awesome those pictures look.
Yeah, but they weren't
amazing.
taken with that lens.
Exactly. It got you there.
Look, I don't mind it because I have been super inspired, like with my photography. So thank you for that.
You're
So
welcome.
whatever. Look,
He sees
there's
me and
beer.
he gets inspired. That's why I hang out with him every weekend because I'm his inspiration.
To give him inspiration?
No, yeah. he's
You're my
like-
muse.
That's actually quite romantic. That's awesome.
I'm so glad we added this. effect. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, what do you guys give this beer? Let's go ahead and give it a quick rating.
Not IPA scale, just regular.
Just regular.
I think
we integrated it by now.
it's not bad. Like you know how the IPAs have that strong taste. It doesn't
That
have the
skunky taste.
It doesn't have the strong taste, but the taste lingers in your mouth for a long time. I
Yeah.
don't know why. So
I think this is the hops.
probably so. It hops from taste bud to taste bud.
Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna give it a 3.5.
Your dad jokes sometimes like you hit them out the park. Sometimes it's just like, sometimes it's just
It's like he said, when you play baseball, sometimes you hit him, sometimes you don't.
So what was your rating?
3.5.
All right, Ricky.
What is it out of 5?
Out of 5.
It's not Miller, so 2.
Wow, a 2. I mean, you wouldn't pick it out if like it was like in the cooler, in the
Yeah,
cooler.
I would get it.
Yeah.
It's because there's different types of beer and different types of environments, different types of
Yeah, the
activity.
environment does matter a lot.
Yeah. So, and I brought this up to Oscar, and Oscar's like, man, y'all drink a lot, or we go fishing, or we go hunting. And the image that or the picture that you sent me of it's morning and the guy's drinking a beer. So that's actually true.
Of course it is. I'm not a liar, dude. I
Yeah.
come here and report the facts.
But, and I've had like some of my friends that are younger crowd told me like, hey, why don't y'all take that to the ranch, or why don't y'all take that fishing? Well, because we don't want to die. That's why we go with Miller Lite or Bud Light. Like it's a light beer, and you're able to stretch it out through the whole day. You start going with like stronger beer, then you're not gonna make it the whole day. And there's been a lot of people that have tried.
Yeah. No, you're absolutely right about that. Like,
What environment would you say this is for? If you could take
This is like if you go to a bar like
yeah.
Saturday night or Friday night.
It's not bad. I like it. I'll give it a 3.5 too.
Vámonos.
And you're right.
Damn. So if y'all like IPAs, go check
And
out.
you gave it a
Full
2. So
Full Contact.
Sorry.
it's okay. I didn't make the beer.
Yeah.
I'm more of a like sour. Do y'all remember that first beer that I
You
brought?
like sours.
You like sour?
Oh, and ciders.
Really?
You're just like Tony. You would.
Yeah.
See, if only Tony was here, he would be like rooting you
You
on.
would be like, wow, I'm so glad he has my spot today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you for letting me know. I'll remember that for next time.
My week, I was super busy, but on Saturday I did 2 new things. Y'all want to take a guess?
You said a curse word.
A what?
A curse word, like a bad word.
Oh no.
Because you're such a good kid. You're the, what would you call him, the white sheep of the family or whatever? Because he says I'm the black sheep.
No, es el orgullo
El orgullo.
Velasco.
Yeah,
That's how I know.
as far as the metaphor.
Yeah, the white sheep.
Yeah.
No, so they gave us some. Well, Stacy's on was giving out some free stuff, so we're like, let's go, and we went with the truck, but the truck has a tiny bed, it's like the mini truck kind of.
Oh, yeah.
So it was like a set of couches. I only fit one, so I rented a U-Haul, and I drove a U-Haul.
Oh, that was your first time driving a U-Haul?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So it was in the here. Look, you can see me right there. Look at that. I want to post this on Instagram because it's a kind of cool photo that Stacey took with the U-Haul.
You should,
sign.
that is very good.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm gonna tag and be like my first U-Haul drive, and then say sponsor the podcast.
but the way the pictures framed it is a good.
yeah, and then right there. And
Yeah,
then
Why?
boy.
Look, he's wearing a different hat in this picture. What are you
'cause I'm
doing,
a
bro?
truck driver.
Yeah, you're right. You're like, I wouldn't be caught dead in this thing.
Yeah. And then and so it was Friday, so I was like, okay, I won't eat meat. And then we were coming back, and then Stacy's like, what do we eat? And I was like, there's like fish or something. She's like, yeah, but there's nothing that's gonna be quick. And I was like, man. And so she's like, why don't we try the Impossible Burger from Burger King?
Yeah.
So I became a vegan truck driver on Saturday.
Wow, that's just as bad as being a truck driver wearing one of these hats.
Pretty much. Yeah.
When you asked Oscar, hey, I tried something new, the first thing that came in my mind was the Impossible Burger.
Really?
Whoa, of course.
That sounds impossible.
I'm like setting him up and he's just dunking him.
Wait, so what'd you think of the Impossible Burger?
It's not bad. You can tell. I mean, I guess if you didn't know that it wasn't meat, you might just be like, oh, it just has a weird different taste.
Yeah, because people say that it's not awful.
No, it's not bad. I would eat it again. But once you know that it's not meat, you're like, okay, yeah, the texture is slightly different.
Yeah.
And it has a slightly different taste. But again,
Gotcha.
you can eat it and whatever.
So last Friday I was in College Station and I wanted to hurry up so I can go back to Houston because it was supposed to be like my last day. And I also skipped lunch. And I think it was like 2 or 3 in the afternoon. I'm like driving back to Houston. I'm like, man, I need to eat something. And same thing. I was like, oh, I got to get some seafood. So it's like, all right, it's that time of year. I'll get a the filet burger from McDonald's.
The fish fillet.
Yeah,
Oh,
I was
that
like,
one.
it's gotta taste better.
My grandpa loved that thing.
You don't like it?
It tasted the same. I was like, maybe my taste buds changed over
Can't
time.
y'all eat
I ate it
chicken?
and I was like,
I thought it was just red meat.
Yeah.
Say, Yudi says she eats chicken. Why don't you just eat chicken?
no, I don't know.
Well, for
Some people say,
for
like, it's
the non-religion folk. Let's just explain it real quick. So on Fridays they give up eating red meat.
Right.
I think the story went, it was so that you can donate the money for the poor.
Right.
You know.
For charity.
Yeah, so for charity and stuff. But the
Your local poor podcasters, you can donate to them too.
yeah. Like, we have a beer fund.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not made out of red meat.
It's so fucked up,
Red
though.
meat, red meat.
It's supposed to be to help the poor.
Yeah.
I'm poor.
Yeah.
Well, the tradition stuck, I guess, and people don't eat red meat on Fridays. So I don't get why you just didn't eat chicken.
It's because my mom was like, oh, no meat of the two, and it just kind of stuck.
Like for us, the not eating meat on Friday kind of turned more into like a tradition. So there's certain dishes that my sister, my family, or my suegros make that I don't make it any time in the year, but during Lent, it's kind of just it pops up again. It's more of a traditional type of deal. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, well, so was that? I don't know how we derailed all the way to
The
this.
vegan burger.
Vegan burger. That's what it was.
So yeah,
Yeah.
it's not bad. So if you're ever hungry and you don't want meat, you can get a vegan burger from a vegan Whopper.
Yeah. Well, I need to try that one just so I can say I have.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't think you hate
I
it.
live for the stories.
Yeah.
Go for it. You
I'm
won't
not
hate it.
doing it.
You're not doing it?
Not doing
No.
it.
Bad podcast.
Sorry, guys.
I was hungry. I had to eat something.
Yeah. Well, you said you had something over the weekend, or
Yeah, I watched Wakanda 2 or Black Panther 2.
what was your movie review?
I liked it. There were certain things that I wish would have happened that didn't happen, but
Like Daredevil coming in. I got you.
Like
Yeah.
catching
It was-
catching the brick.
The brick.
it was cool. I liked that.
Yeah, I finally asked Eric's wife Stacy for the login because I have forgotten the password or whatever. And it doesn't matter. I'm finally gonna watch it. I haven't gotten around to it, but they added that one to Disney Plus, and the Mandalorian's out. So we got two
Oh,
reasons
right.
to get on
I
Disney.
I really enjoyed it because of the Hispanic in that movie. You know.
Yeah,
I also watched the UFC fights on Saturday.
you texted me. It's like, hey, what are you doing on tonight? And I'm all like, nothing. And then he completely ghosted me.
I did ghost him.
Yeah, so
I
asshole.
ghosted him because we ended up watching the game with my suegro, and I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm not doing anything. Like, I'd rather just sit here and watch my suegra goes for Pachuca. So they played against America, and she hates America. And she's over here, like, saying very mean things that I can't say online in the podcast.
Pachuca win.
Yeah, they won 3-0. They
Yeah,
trashed
dude,
America.
I was talking to my dad, and my dad was like, he's like, I slept really good. He's like, the America lost. Yeah, 'cause my dad
Yeah,
also
well,
hates.
They like trashed them.
my dad just also randomly comes like, America lost, and I was like,
Isn't your mom an America fan too?
Yeah,
right?
my mom is.
We had the exact
same
same situation.
situation.
Yeah, because my mom is an America fan, and our dads are Chivas. Yeah.
And so we started watching the game. I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm not going to do nothing. That's fine. And I went to the house. I was like, hey, there's some UFC fights. I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm going to watch them. And I was like, maybe I'll invite Victor, Oscar, and Arturo. And then I was like, no, because they're going to want to drink. And I was like, you know what? I can't
First of
hang
all,
out with them
no,
and
that
not
is
drink.
not true.
No. I think I built something up. So if anybody goes to my house, you better assume that you're drinking. So I kind of built myself up. So I was like, yeah, I'm not going to invite them. Because if I invite them, they go to the house and be like, where's the beer? Like, I just wanted to hang out with you guys, not drink.
Look, first of all, I don't have to drink to hang out. All right.
I do. I'm
guys,
socially
you're,
awkward.
You're the bad
I'm
influence.
socially awkward.
I would smoke though.
Cigars.
Crack.
Cocaine.
Yeah. So some sprinkles some fentanyl on it, you know. Yeah. Well, thank you for not inviting me, because I just stayed home and did nothing.
You guys are from Jalisco, right?
Yeah.
Guadalajara, right?
Well,
I think the chick that won, she was from there. It was pretty cool.
see, I wouldn't know because I wasn't invited.
It was pretty cool. Like when her walkout music was mariachi. It was like,
Right.
dude, it was beast, and it was a really good fight. I think there's 3 current champions that are in the UFC that are Mexican, not Mexican American. I think they're full Mexican. Yeah.
It's pretty dope.
Well, you guys, sometimes we are a very informative podcast.
Right.
You know, like, believe it or not, you guys, sometimes we do try to teach you guys some things.
Sometimes. But
And
not always.
Ricky recently got on TikTok. What was your handle? Like Ricky Daddy 69 or something?
Whatever you made it.
Whatever you made it.
You know,
I always forget what it was. I think it was like 420 69 something.
man.
Yeah, and there's been this filter like that people have been putting on themselves, and it makes them look so much better. And people are like, "Yo, like the next level catfishing that is about to like take over the world and stuff." And there was this girl who actually explained it, and I was like, I want Danny to summarize what she explained.
Okay.
Because it has to do with like augmented reality and stuff like that.
So we watch this first?
Yeah, hold on. I don't know if we connected the.
Yeah. I
Today
did.
I learned
Yeah, we're good.
that
Is
this
she
new
using it at the time?
Huh?
Is she using it right here?
Yeah.
viral
Okay.
beauty filter was created using machine learning.
Machine
Unlike
learning.
traditional beauty filters that use an augmented 3D face mesh that is overlaid on top of your face, filters like Bold Glamour, Teenage Look, uses a machine learning tech called GAN, meaning
GAN.
every pixel on your face is regenerated and then outputted after referencing another data set of images, which is why the filter looks so realistic. That is all. This is Zangsta, over and out.
That's actually pretty cool. I didn't think she went that in depth with it. I watched it once. I was like, oh, that's cool. Let's talk about that.
That was
But
really informative.
what? Yeah, it was. She explained
Yeah,
everything.
she
Danny,
didn't just say,
we
like,
actually
hey.
don't need you. What's GAM?
It's a neural network. It's a type of neural network for images.
Yeah, and she says that it basically maps your face out and creates pixels. So
The way they work is like she said, you have the full image,
yeah,
and then the image gets divided into sections. So like imagine like it's divided by 4.
Like a grid
Danny,
system.
I know what pixels are, bro. I'm a photographer.
Oh, I know that, but that's not just.
I know.
it.
I'm a photographer
yeah,
too.
yeah, you're supposed to be like, I thought we were teaching them.
Okay. Oh yeah.
I'm a
yeah.
photographer too.
Oh yeah, you don't have your bag.
Photographer's
I had-
assistant.
You don't have your bag.
I had the bag this Sunday.
Oh,
You're
you
the
did.
assistant to the regional manager.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you were saying
Ah,
the grid.
Well, it divides it into a grid, and then each grid corner, it divides that into another grid,
yeah.
and then it divides it into another grid until it goes to little tiny grids, and then it like does like a average of the pixels,
Yeah.
and then it probably has a data set that the neural network was probably trained with a data set of what would be considered people that are good looking, and then it reduces their picture to these little tiny pixels,
Yeah.
summaries, and then it reconstructs the image from those back up. So in a way, it's like you're like blending the beauty of the people that used to train it with the closest one that you could have to blow up the image, and that's how you get your regenerated image of you,
Yeah.
as opposed to some computation that they would do on the image itself, like she was saying, like just a
No, but I really like how she even set the example about like showing the augmented reality
Right.
version of it.
It
which
wasn't augmented reality. It was an augmented 3D matrix. But well, I think she said matrix, but it wasn't reality though. But
Does she have a blue check mark?
But it's because I don't know what reality is.
good one. Yes.
That's a callback to Pisto's episode.
Go watch the episode.
Yeah, yeah, but I thought that was really cool.
It's really cool.
And then obviously, I wanted to show the world how beautiful we would look with the filters.
It would be interested to see what data set they used, who they included.
I'm pretty sure I've seen a bunch of videos just of people the before and after, and it looks like it just like cleans up your skin, like it makes it smoother, so it looks like it's basically foundation, and adds more color to your eyebrows and
Right,
hair. So and the more figure thing that I've seen that it's changed is some people make their nose smaller, because I think that's like one of the key things that people find.
Why you look at me, bro?
But both of you guys.
Well,
I could look.
Hey,
at
you told me you were gonna Photoshop
Yeah,
this.
dude,
That's the reason why I got on.
If I would have looked either way, I would have offended someone.
he looked at you guys.
You were gonna crash if you looked the other way.
Yeah, well, I think that's like the biggest things I've seen that it changes. You know,
No, I'm just saying. Like, I wonder, like, if did they use actual pictures of real humans who they evaluated as
They
good
have to.
looking?
They have
So I
to.
wonder who they used.
But
I'm probably there.
What's good looking? Yeah, what's good looking?
yeah, like it's all subjective, bro. Starts
yeah.
crying. Well,
Yeah.
we can go ahead
Let's
and start.
look at
Let's look at our guest,
Our guest, first.
Ricky. Let's see it. Damn, look!
Man, you're glowing,
look,
bro.
yo, like that smirk,
Hey,
dude. They filled in your lips, bro. Like,
so the trick
got some
is,
DSLs on you, bro.
the trick is, I didn't even actually use the filter. That's just like a
Oh, this
Yeah.
is you,
That's
bro.
just you. Why Judy laughing?
just giggling. She's like, "Who's that? Who's
Yeah.
that young stud?"
Yeah, but look, it would be realistic. There's not really much different. It just darkened your goatee.
Estoy guapo?
Well, I mean,
Or you have no way to improve it.
Yeah.
It's just
that
stuck.
you're unfortunately you're capped.
Yeah, you're capped.
You're capped, bro.
No, but I still have it on.
His face, he's like, what?
but I still have it on.
He was reflecting to the no cap joke.
Yeah.
He's like, how do I make this work?
Yeah.
Hey, look at the venom. Looks
Yeah.
different too.
I mean,
Hey, his teeth actually look shinier.
yeah, but you see, like it literally just like flushes out the skin. It doesn't really like. I wouldn't say it's dramatically changing people's looks, but it does obviously make people.
Yo,
look
where
better.
was this when I was in high school? Because, dude, I had acne up. Motherfucker, I had a whole bunch of pimples everywhere.
Yeah. Well, see, and this is just like it's gonna add to your body dysmorphia, bro. I'm sorry. You know, because that's what could have been.
It's
Yeah.
okay. I always loved myself.
Es todo.
Good, because no one else does. I'm just, Yuri, like his wife is right here. Yeah, you're
Yuri's
lucky.
like-
You're lucky she's right here.
No,
it would have hurt more
Hey,
if she wasn't here.
Judy was like, good one. Oh, wait.
Yo, so her little brother, Yudi's little brother, how old is he?
He's 8.
8?
7.
7.
Damn it.
So he's 7 years old, right? And Oscar always goes to the house, right? Or we always hang out with him.
I'm always invited.
And I always tell her little brother, like, hey, what do you like more? School or playing video games? I'm playing video games. And then I'll do something really hard. I'll say, who do you like more? Your mom or your dad? And he's like, no, too hard. Ask me another question. And he thought he was being smart, so he's like, Ricky, who do you love more, Yuri, my wife, or Oscar? And I was like, bro, that one's easy, Oscar. And he turned around and looked at my wife like, ooh, did you hear what he just said?
It cracks me up, man. Yeah, dude, but that is a hard question, bro. Like, imagine someone posed that to you.
Huh,
Like,
that's an easy one.
oh, damn.
And
Yeah,
you said Yuri and
Oh.
or Yuri or Oscar or
got you. All right, let's see who's next. Damn, look at
Yeah.
Danny. Oh wait, wrong one. They accidentally clicked the shot. Damn, dude.
I was like, who's whistling? It's the hat, bro. It's all it
You think
is.
that's what it is?
It's the hat. I kind of look like too smoothed out. It looks kind of
That's
fake.
what I'm telling you. It literally
like-
just like makes you look smooth as hell.
Just kind of fake.
Yeah,
I think.
I don't know.
and I think it adds to the lips too. Yeah, but you see, it's that's a cool picture. Like, see, you can use that in catfish people.
You're going to get me in trouble.
Yeah.
Damn.
I did that one the other day.
What did it do to you? You look the
Nothing.
same.
I look exactly the same.
He didn't use a filter. He's playing.
I'm not gonna lie. I did like go back and forth to try to see the differences so I could actually write it out. And like I'm telling you, it just made it smoother and darkened like all the other like it adds contrast to it. This looks
think it
fun.
added another mole.
It's funny. No way.
It took one of the moles out.
There
Your
might be
triangle
marks.
mole?
Yeah. It looks like my AI generated picture. Remember I
little
told you that
bit.
there was one that looked like Shrek?
Yeah.
I was like that. It looks like human Shrek. You ever seen this movie when he turns into a human?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I was saying like it looks like one of the AI generated images, and I said that one looked like the human Shrek.
The human Shrek.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. And I think the way it's just because they're using real faces
Yeah.
as opposed to just a smoothing image processing tool, it's bound to give you a more realistic look than some
Ridiculously changed
Yeah,
thing.
like someone might look at this and be like, oh, maybe that guy actually like fucking washes his face with like aloe vera soap and shit.
Yeah.
Or like has makeup
He
on or
does shower.
something. But then you have the filters that look like so fake, and you're like, that's
Which just goes to show the advancement of the technology.
Yeah.
Which like remember when we were trying to say like what's something good? I was like,
bro, like that's what we gotta invent. We invent like a little thing that goes right here, and it poses a little filter, and you can actually always walk.
So
with
like
that
a
appearance.
mask.
Yeah, but it's a digital mask, an augmented reality mask.
Hey, luego te la quitas and then she gets scared and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like there was this.
Why will you take it off?
Did you not see whenever this lady who had like a lot of plastic surgery and whenever her kids were born, they were all kind of ugly because of all the work she had done, and
Wait,
like
they
the guy sued.
Oh, right.
Yeah, you guys heard that story?
Is that
Yeah.
real?
Yeah, it was a real story.
He sued her.
He sued her, then won. It was like false advertisement.
That's really funny. But
I mean, this serious.
But how does that work? How like scientifically? How does that?
Because he didn't know that she had so much work done. So
right,
he's like,
right. But why were
now I have these ugly creatures.
Why were the kids fugly?
because of her.
How?
There's genetic
I think
work that way, bro. You
Because
kind
she
of look
was
like your
originally
parents.
fugly.
Yeah, and she had a lot of work done to herself.
Okay.
And he wasn't aware of all that. And
I mean,
so
they
it's so
must have
messed
done
up.
really great work. if
Can you
tell.
imagine being the kid, like growing up and being like, "Yo, mom lost this freaking lawsuit because we're ugly." And
use that money to
kinda
go to the
fucked up.
same surgeon.
Kids are mean. They better not find it. Hey, what's your last name again?
Yeah, you're that ugly.
Yeah.
Fugly. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, no, that was it's kind of crazy.
And now the kids are gonna sue their mom because they're getting bullied. She's getting hit with a double
shit,
lawsuit.
Yeah, dude, that would
Double
suck.
lawsuit.
Well, now you guys know what makes people look so pretty online now.
Do you
know?
want to tell them the name of
Dude.
this filter so everybody's at even odds?
Bold Glamour. All right, you guys.
Glamour.
Look, if we all look like that, dude, our podcast will be popping.
It would be-
You
The
laughing? I've been saving that joke since I thought of this story.
she laughed. She laughed.
Yeah.
Would you say the podcast would spank?
It fucking spank
It would
hard.
spank. Okay.
Have you heard?
Dang.
All right, so
Y'all had two good puns and y'all looked at me like, yeah, I got nothing.
yeah. No, it's because for a while we've been trying to bring Shred back. Like, that Shreds, and Danny it progressed. Well, it didn't progress. It went down the hill.
I don't think it
And
went
now Danny's
downhill.
like, it spanks. It's still-
Doesn't it spank?
I can't. The word's gonna pop in my head, but there's certain words that I say that. Oh, barnacles! I've always tried to bring
Yeah.
barnacles back, but it
I don't
never
think
works.
barnacles has ever been a thing other than
Barnacle.
SpongeBob.
Oh, barnacles!
Yeah. Yeah. And
The
for a
duck.
while we were trying to bring Groovy back, but that I think like Austin Powers kind of like completely like meme that. It's just dorky as hell. Can never be cool. So we went to Shreds because we love the X Games, And and Danny just brought in Spanx, and now unfortunately that's the one that's sticking. Yeah, but you guys, today the internet has been going crazy.
When isn't the internet going crazy?
You're right, but Chris Rock finally responded to Will Smith. He's been quiet for a long time, and dude, it's kind of crazy.
It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I actually have the video for us.
Oh my goodness.
I actually haven't seen it.
Yeah, so Chris Rock finally responded. It's actually been like what? How long has it been since the
We
incident?
talked about it on the
Was it like eight months or
podcast.
something like that?
It's probably that's a good estimate.
Yeah. So,
That's a good estimate.
dude, I got in an argument with Sylvia last time because she was defending Will.
All right.
And I was like, dude, we need to hear Chris Rock's like point of view because we're just assuming what he's feeling, and did he choose to attack him on the largest platform in the world, Netflix or whatever, one of and on his new special, he dedicated like a good 2 minutes or 3 minutes. I cut up the video.
Is this on Netflix?
Yeah, we're probably not gonna be able to show the video, but hopefully,
Right.
with my cuts and hopefully we don't get flagged.
Yeah, hopefully.
If
And
it-
if we
it-
get flagged, send Netflix a letter as a petition to unflag us.
Yeah. So if anything, whenever he talks about some stuff, we'll break down what he's saying and
Right.
try to add our own commentary.
I don't think we need to show the video. I mean, they know how he looks unless he does
Yeah,
some
yeah.
gesture, and they can go look at it if they.
So
Yeah.
Once.
did you were in Chris Rock's favor, right?
Yeah, he was on Chris
What about
Rock's
you?
side. Me too, for the most part.
Are you gonna play devil's advocate and advocate for Will?
He's about to slap you, bro, in the podcast.
I could, and I like playing that game with Oscar because he gets so pissed off when I get. I can hate what I'm saying, but I do it on purpose because he gets so worked
That
up.
reaction.
Yeah, it's gold.
I get that.
Yeah. So you're also on Chris Rock's side.
Yeah, I don't think what he said was out of line,
Yeah.
but I am with the protecting your wife, and if your wife says that shit don't fly, then that shit don't fly.
Even if your wife has
I-
treated you the way
I-
she treated him in
Well,
the
that's
past.
different though.
It's just okay. Look, we can explain that part, but he does a pretty good job
A ver.
tearing it down.
Let's just tear this down.
Let's just
A
go
ver.
into it.
A ver.
Will Smith practices selective outrage. 'Cause everybody knows what the fuck happened. Everybody that really knows I had nothing to do with that shit. I didn't have any entanglements.
I explained that to you before, right?
Yeah, the
You
entanglement.
know the entanglement conversation, right?
Enlighten me.
So
Entangle him.
Jada Pinkett Smith has, like,
Oh, the whole she used that word, but it was
so instead, obviously, everybody online figured that she was basically like they were kind of like in an open relationship, all right. But when that should have never came to light, we should have never found out about any of this. But since it went public because the person she was seeing was one of Jaden's, like her son's friends, which is fucking disgusting, So whenever they got caught, because he came out, he wrote like a whole song about it. He was trying to promote his album that didn't do shit, And then so basically she she came out and she's like, well, we had an entanglement, and because of that, the whole world just fucking flamed Will for it, because they're all like, dude, like it's just like it's a shot to his pride, his ego, and everything, because it's like, look, if the relationship isn't working out and y'all choose to do y'all's own thing, that's one thing. But for the world to know, that's a whole nother layer. And on top of that, for it to be one of your son's friends, that's just fucking gross. So that's what he's talking about. The entanglement was Jada and the kid's name August.
I did not have any entanglement. And then for people that don't know, and everybody knows, Wilson and his wife was fucking her son's friend. Okay? Now, I normally would not talk about this shit. But for some reason, these niggas put that shit on the internet. I have no idea why two talented people would do something that fucking low down. What the fuck? We all...
We have to pause just for the sake of not getting copyright.
Getting entangled.
Yeah. So we don't want no entanglements with YouTube at the moment.
Yeah.
Okay. So they obviously, after everything went down, her and Will basically went on their Facebook show called the Red Table Talk, which is Jada's show that she does with her daughter and, like, I think her mom. So she basically brought them on there, and that's like one of the iconic memes of
When they're in
Will
like that
crying
table,
on
right?
the side. Yeah.
Like that table, yeah.
Yeah.
all been cheated on. Everybody in here have been cheated on. None of us have ever been interviewed by the person that cheated on us on television. None of us. They're like, hey, I was sucking somebody else's dick. How did that make you feel? She hurt him way more than he hurt me. Okay?
Did they ever say if that was live
What was live?
or was it recorded?
The what?
The show? The Chris Rock show?
No, the Red Table Talk.
Oh.
It has to be recorded.
So he had to agree with it.
Yeah.
That's, I don't know.
It's saving face. It's like, at that moment, what can you do other than talk about it? Like, the whole world has questions. All they're going to do, literally every time he would post anything.
So do you think there was more than one take of him like crying? Or you think that was a genuine...
I think it was genuine. If it looked genuine. It's just
He is an actor. I'm just playing.
that
He
is
is,
true.
he is.
That is one point to it. But I genuinely feel like they were both doing whatever the hell they wanted. It's just the simple fact that they came out to light. So now they have to be all like, look, we don't hate each other. We actually like each other. But it's like
Did that make it to y'all's segment for realsies or for fakesies or what was it called?
That's new. That's a new one.
I think we were going for like reality check or something like that.
Yeah. Oh,
It wasn't for realsies or for fakesies.
No, that's what you wanted.
Oh, man.
And I don't hate that.
I was speaking
It just
into
sounds so. It
existence.
just sounds so dumb. I kind of like it though. Look, I'll see if I come up with a graphic for it. We'll see if we keep that.
I don't know. It's
You feel like it's for fakesies?
for fakesies.
August is
When you ask people that come to your podcast, they have to answer like, yeah, I think it was for realsies.
Yeah.
For
For
fakesies.
But what do you think is fake? Like the reaction or like the whole thing? Because
Him giving
that
a
doesn't
podcast?
benefit them whatsoever. It's embarrassing. And the kid was
Or
genuinely
even if it's genuine and even if it's it was real at the moment, raw footage or whatever it's recorded, for him to agree on it, that's I said something about self-love earlier, but I don't have self-love if I'm like, okay, yeah.
Rick, but put yourself in his shoes. Like, he's an actor. He's in front of everybody at every moment. Any interview you're going to do going forward, they're going to ask you about it. That's what they always, like, literally, like, in every PR thing, they always tell you to get ahead of it. So, if you go out and you answer everything ahead of time, next time be like, look, I already talked about it. There's no need for you to ask me about it anymore.
Or you can just say, next question.
No, because that you clearly do not know how the internet works. They don't let shit go.
They don't, but I mean, when
They let it go. They let it go after they did all this.
but there was more than things that came in consequence of the entanglement. He looked like
Not really.
He looked like a bitch.
But he didn't
And
lose
he
anything.
slapped this guy.
No, there's a difference between holding
Didn't
look, he can hold that resentment to Jada all he wants. He can get called whatever the hell the internet wants to call him. But at the end of the day, he can still work professionally. Every interview he does doesn't have to be about that anymore. I think that's the whole point of them actually sitting down and going through that embarrassing conversations. Just because the fact is, like, if we answer everything, why would they keep asking you the same questions? Like, that's bad journalism. That's like, those answers are already out there. You know, it's different. It's like people, whenever they don't know, like, there's no closure. Even if it's like people online,
I think it's 'cause
you want to know.
I think it's because it was already public.
Yeah.
People just wanted the details. So I guess they were like, well, let's us give the details, monetize the details,
Yeah.
rather than just
Oh,
give it
yeah.
for free to journalists or whoever might interview you. So that might be the benefit to it. But he kind of does look pretty bad sitting in front of his wife.
Oh, just
Well,
wait.
based on what he said.
It gets worse.
It gets worse.
And by the way, he does that shit. Everybody in the world called him a bitch. I tried to call the motherfucker and give him my condolences. He ain't pick up for me. Everybody called that man a bitch. Fucking Charlemagne called him a bitch, and the Breakfast Club called him a bitch, and the View, and the Talk, and every rapper, and fucking the Drink Champs.
And the Unqualified Gurus called him a bitch.
Everybody called him a bitch. They called his wife a predator. Everybody called him a bitch.
Yeah, I love that part because
The emphasis.
literally, like, he said the exact same thing over and over because you can, like, tell, like, he was feeling that.
Yeah.
And he's right. Everybody clowned on him.
Was this before or after his book? Do you know?
I think
The book came out first, right?
Yeah, I think the book was first. And that's the thing, when people who don't, like, pay attention to his book don't know how much Will has gone through, like, when it comes to, like, the image and stuff. It just adds layers to after you find out about the book.
Right.
But I just love Chris's reaction because genuinely everybody talks shit to Will, and then you can hit play for the last one.
Everybody. And who's he hit? Me. A nigga he knows he could beat. That is some bitch ass shit.
Yeah. Oh God, dude. I genuinely love that last reaction from him. That was good, and yeah. I mean, it took forever for him to say what literally everybody had been saying already. So I don't. But it's cool to see him actually, like, speaking out against it.
You're gonna show the clip of the. I don't know if it's true, but I saw the quote that he said about the slavery.
About the Emancipation movie.
Is that real, or was I getting ball
real.
sack?
It's real.
Yeah,
It's real. It's real.
it's real.
That it was like because immediately after this. Remember how I spoke out about it because
Yeah.
I was like, Will Smith literally picked the only movie he couldn't get criticized afterwards for. I was like, immediately after what he did to Chris Rock, he went and did a slavery movie. We can't fucking trash him for that. But I was like, dude, that's fucking bullshit. It's
The only time he
it's,
supported slavery.
no, dude, what the fuck?
And cut.
Slap me. Yeah.
What the hell? You said slap me?
Man,
Look,
that's a joke.
I genuinely, like, honestly, like, I think it was a conscious decision to go and do that. Or like, but he's all like, it's normally he roots against the freaking, what the fuck do we call them? The slave owners and stuff. But he says whenever they were beating Will, he was like, more master.
Yeah, I forgot what those were called.
Yeah, dude. Savage as responses, and I love it. Fuck, look, I kind of wonder because remember Will came out afterwards. He's like I was embarrassed about it. Blah blah blah. He's like Chris won't talk to me.
But he laughed at the joke. He was like laughing till
At
he
first.
kind of looked at her. And it wasn't.
Yeah.
They weren't like as a comedian. I think I have a more dark sense of humor than the jokes he was cracking.
Look,
It wasn't like, oh, like it's cringy. Like I've seen comedians like cap on people, and you're like, oh, but it's funny, but you're still like Chris Rock's comments really weren't.
no. Not only that, they were making fun of everybody, and they laughed at everybody else we made fun of. And the instant that she was like, "Oh, now we gotta do something," so it's like at the end of the day,
You're a bitch,
that doesn't
bro.
matter anymore.
You're a bitch,
I want to see what he responds because, dude, we
I
feel
don't
like a
think- I don't-
fucking gossip channel.
I don't think
but
he's gonna
God damn
respond.
it,
What
I
if
don't
he
see
makes
how
a music video?
like he's gonna rap against them.
No, you know how they made the tribute.
Oh, I was gonna say it's because the Fresh Prince doesn't like cuss.
No, but you know how they made the.
What does Eminem say? Like,
No, it was Joyner's or that he made a song about Will Smith and gave him his flowers. This was like
Joyner.
yeah. You know which one I'm talking about?
No, I know that, but
And then he heard the song. Will Smith heard the song, and he went and both of them made a song together. It was still the same song. He just made a remix and he rapped about it.
yeah.
But I don't remember any parts of him saying, "Yeah, I'm a bitch, Chris Rock. I'm coming for you."
No. I always like the Eminem line. He's all like, the Fresh Prince doesn't have to cuss to sell records. He's like, so fuck him and fuck you too, you know. So it's just like, at the end of the day, I don't care. I don't want to hear him rap. I just want to see, like, now that
Another
everybody's.
entanglement?
Nah,
I just want to. I genuinely want to see what he says after
the
this.
next
after he
thing
sees how he
they're
feels.
There's
gonna.
nothing he can
Nah.
say.
How is it there? But like,
What
dude,
can he say?
He hasn't owned up to anything. Realistically, he was just like, yeah, I was out of line. But the thing is, like, realistically, we all know that he was just fed up with everybody talking shit about him 24/7.
But he wasn't talking shit about him. He was talking shit about her.
No, I think
that's not the same
what's
thing.
gonna
Like,
happen?
It's the culmination of him being mocked because of the situations he's been in.
The next thing's gonna happen is gonna be him and Chris Rock making up. Like, all right, we're cool.
Well, I think after he said
And
his
that's it.
piece, I think
Yeah,
I
after that.
think it's possible.
Will Smith should have laughed too, and if his wife did the entanglement with him, instead of slapping Chris Rock, he should have like pointed and laughed at her like, she's making jokes about you, not me.
No, I do honestly. No, I think
It's
about
good. Look,
no,
obviously we don't know.
now that I think about it, I don't think you can be friends with Chris Rock anymore.
I don't mean friends. I mean publicly, like
Chris
we're
Rock,
cool.
From what he was saying, I don't know if that's acting, but it looked like he's pissed.
Like,
And-
genuinely.
And Chris Rock's brother also did
yeah,
his special.
Like,
he was like, man, fuck you. Like you were lucky we weren't there. Or like,
Watch, a year from now, they're gonna be like, yeah, we're cool. Like, I'm not saying they're friends. Like,
I
let's
don't
go-
think so. Like on a Netflix special, being like, "Yo,
That's-
she sucked that guy's dick."
That's
That's a whole nother
he
level.
is
Like,
getting,
no,
he
like,
is
like, the
getting,
thing
he
is
is getting
Wait,
headlines
wait,
because of
that's what I'm
that.
saying. That's the punchback.
Yeah, he is getting.
That's the
headline.
punchback. And if Will Smith just says, all right, I own that, they're gonna be like, we're even. It's done. Watch.
I don't think
that's
so.
it. That's
happens.
it.
It happens.
I don't think they
believe
do.
it. I
Like,
believe it.
I think whenever
But he
Mira,
did. He
slap
did
me.
look pissed.
Slap me, bro. I'm gonna do a Netflix special.
He did look pissed though. Like I don't know if that was acting. He was.
no,
genuine.
it was genuine.
I
He repeated himself
Yeah.
like 3-4 times.
I haven't seen the whole thing, but
Greg did
it's most of it just about what happened.
No,
Okay.
no.
Okay.
It was
just
a small
curious.
part of his.
Oh, okay.
He just did like little.
Yeah,
But guess what? Like, I'm not gonna listen to his special because he's funny. I'm gonna listen to his special because I'm hearing everybody talking about the radio that
And also,
he made those comments.
right, and people want to know what
It's
he's
a
going to say
attention
about
grabber.
that.
Yeah, it's a
So I'm just
attention
saying, like if Will just owns his Netflix special and doesn't like try to defend himself,
unless-
a year from now they make up.
Unless he's divorced from Jada, I don't see any way in hell that you can come back from that. Dude, can you
Not
imagine?
come
like,
back.
dude,
I'm just saying, like it's going to be the end of that
no,
drama.
it's just you just can't.
The
It's like
finale.
the whole memes about him is because of his pride.
I know,
All
but
right?
there's always like that. Oh, we forgive each
No,
other.
I don't think
That's
so.
it. It's over.
Hey, so-
you
so-
know, he
so-
shouldn't
I
have
don't
done
think
that,
so-
and that's it.
So the guy that she had the entanglement with, what? He was just her friend. Was he a rapper?
He's an
was he
R&B
a
singer.
R&B singer, but he was like gangster or no? Oh, dang, it'd been funny if he was a gangster
Why?
because it was
The whole
like
Tupac thing.
Tupac was a gangster. The guy she had an entanglement was a gangster. Then all of a sudden, Will Smith starts like making music videos and he's like cussing and having guns and shit.
He's like, this is what you like.
Yeah.
Watch it, like-
No, I genuinely think like without them being divorced, I don't see them becoming friends again. Because I'll be like, dude, it's a fucking Netflix special, dude.
Well,
it's so
that-
huge.
but
And if
I know,
people
but, like-
if people had already forgot about the entanglement, now it's back in everybody's.
That's what I'm saying. This is the punchback.
dude.
I'm
Dude,
not saying they're
people
gonna.
get killed. Like for
Yeah, but
it's telling people that like your wife sucked someone's dick.
No, but this is
Dude,
Yeah, that is-
people.
that is-
No,
that
Danny,
is-
yeah,
that
but
is-
these
no,
people
no,
are
no,
like in
Danny,
front of
no.
the
those are
screen.
No.
those are fucking fighting words.
Yeah, no, Danny.
The first
this
thing
was
of
a
calling
step
the-
above.
Yeah, but everybody
Whatever-
knew that
what-
already because they
whatever-
released that.
whatever-
No,
Mark-
there's a difference between them saying like we had an entanglement. No, he's going on a fucking stage in a big ass platform, being like, "Your wife sucked that guy's dick,
Bro, like when
Dude,
they
no,
say
I'm sorry.
Even if they
entanglement,
didn't have,
sorry, I'm
even if
sorry.
even if they didn't have any kind of intercourse, like
Yeah, no.
his
I'm
comments,
pretty sure they had intercourse. I
but-
wouldn't have said anything if there were no intercourse.
Right. But the
They were just
comments,
stood quiet.
The comments he made
No,
at the
I'm
awards
sorry.
were not over the line.
Right.
Like I'm like, okay,
But look,
he's a comedian. He's cracking jokes. Like I'm not gonna go fight you.
right. But I'm saying,
You say, hey, your wife was sucking somebody else's dick.
but they're not gonna kill each other.
They're
These
not
are
gonna kill each
people-
other, but I
Of
would be
course
pissed.
not.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because what are we? We're not like popular. They have so much to lose. Where are they gonna go?
Yeah,
like,
but they
Will
what else?
also had so much to lose
They
when he
also have
slapped them.
people.
Right. But I'm saying they have much more to lose. They're not gonna go and try and kill each other.
No.
That's
But
like way too
what
much.
But what Oscar is saying
It's the
is
grudge that can be
yeah,
held.
What Oscar
I
is
know.
saying that they're not going to talk because
But look, I'm not saying
that's over the
wait,
line.
but I'm not saying they're gonna be friends. I'm saying it's publicly gonna be.
No, I'm saying I
we're
genuinely
cool
like, dude.
and
Can
we're
you
done.
imagine how clowned he would be if he apologized to Chris Rock after Chris Rock said that? That's what I'm saying. It's
I know.
not believable.
He
I don't-
has to take a punch though, because he punched him in public. So the least Will can do is say, "I'm
Danny-
gonna own what you said in public," and it's the
punch,
end.
a
I think
punch
she's
could
just
have
not gonna
been.
say nothing.
Yeah, it's better.
And
It's
and
better
they
if
can
he just stays quiet.
And they can say like, yeah, we're cool, but I think Chris Rock has his number. They talk. They're maybe not friends, but they see each other at parties or they see each other at awards. Like, hey, what's up? Like, hey, how's it going? But after this is like,
On site,
I'll tell you
man.
what's up, but it's like I'm not gonna. If I didn't answer your call then, I'm not gonna answer your call now.
That's what I meant. But it's just gonna be like a public. We're cool.
Yeah.
Watch, that's gonna happen. I'm
But
telling you.
even then,
I'm not saying
if-
they're gonna
if-
call each other.
no,
Hey,
but
what's up,
even-
bro? How are you
even-
doing
even-
now?
Even then, if he got offended because he was cracking jokes about her, then what is he thinking
Now.
now that he said,
I know,
hey,
but-
there's somebody else's dick in your
I know,
your,
but-
your wife,
Right, but
the
that's-
mom of your kids.
I know, but that's after the fact.
Oh,
that
dude, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
well,
that's after the fact
Now
that
your
he did the damage.
kids are involved in it too.
Yeah.
no, but that's stupid because the daughter was also involved when she said, hey, yeah, I was fucking your brother's friend.
What?
Because it was the red table talk, right? The,
no,
the
no,
daughter wasn't on that,
no,
on that
no,
episode.
no. It was just her and him.
But she was there.
No, it's not the same thing. Like whenever
And you're swagging out.
whenever,
Fuck.
no, it's just
Yeah, that's even worse.
No,
the swag that
I'm saying because I don't like forget Will in the situation. The fact is before the jokes that supposedly insulted your mom were nothing. This is a big attack on his
This is
mom.
an attack, yeah.
This is an attack. All right. So let's just say, look, let's just see what happens, what comes out of it. I genuinely think, like, just for Will's sake, he better not fucking apologize because then they'll fucking clown on him even more. He's gonna get more resentful, and it's just like it's not good for him. Just let it. He should just let it be.
I think we live in a day and age where he gets clowned if he talks shit. He's gonna get clowned if he doesn't talk shit. He's gonna get clowned if he says sorry. The world is a fucking mean place to live in, man.
To be fair,
He's
this
the
one
sp- he's at the
he
spotlight.
brought it upon himself.
Yeah, he's at
Yeah,
the
no,
spotlight.
no, but that's anything in general.
Yeah.
I think like if he says sorry, he's getting bitched at. If he says screw you, you were out of line, he's gonna get bitched at because they're gonna be like, well, he didn't learn. He's damned if he's do, he's damned if he don't.
Yeah. Well,
Watch a year from now. Mark my
well,
words.
whatever happens, we'll come back and report.
Mark my subscribe so you can see
Yeah.
that I am right in a year from now.
Well, you guys,
watch every
it's
episode.
come to that time.
Oh,
All right, you
no.
guys. It's been a good one, Rick. Thanks for filling in for Tony once again. We appreciate you very
Appreciate
much. And we'll see you guys on Monday. Rick, lead us out.
Peace.
Out.
Like, hey, bro, what'd you do this weekend? He's like, I'm a YouTuber now.
Yeah. Ricky was telling Gabriel that we're YouTubers, and
No,
since he's
I
on
didn't
it,
tell him. He said.
Oh, he said.
He said it. Dude, he was amazed by it. Like he wanted, and then he heard Beauty,
Yeah.
and he wanted to skip through the whole video
Just
to
to
see
find her?
to see where she came out, just so she can say, or he can say, Beauty, you're a YouTuber.